Ivy, please, come on, we want to see what you're seeing. But they're not sure. They work just before you came.
What kind of beauty items are your like must-have items?
I'm very pale, so I love bronzer and lip gloss.
Which bronzer and which lip gloss?
Only one of
It's Noel.
Noah, N-O-A.
Noah. Okay.
Singapore, I was actually in a community of gay athletes who went to the Singapore, and actually what we did there, we were bidding for the Olympics for 2012 to be here in New York City, but fortunately things didn't go our way.
And what are you doing this summer?
Well, to me it feels like summer almost over. I mean, I'm flying to Russia to get a foot surgery, and then I'm gonna get ready for the season. I mean, I'm an athlete, you know. I mean, we always have to go this, you know, we always have to take care of ourselves. Thank you very much.
Who are you wearing? How was Mia? Can you give us a little twirl?
I like him so much.
Would you like to have a clone?
Yes. Actually, I adore Madonna. I mean, I hate to say that, but I love her so much since I was a little baby, and she's an amazing. And then after the Olympics, she called me up. I didn't speak English, and she said, "Actually, would you like to be in the video?" But the things didn't work out, so maybe somewhere in the future I'll work with her again.
Would you like to have a clone of yourself?
No, there is only one, Oksana.
Thank you very much.
Oksana, she's a skater, but I Oksana Bayol.
I am sorry. You know, it's quite bad.
Okay. אני מדברת קצת עברית.
יפה. מפתיע, את ישראלית? לא.
למדתי בבית ספר. I was there last week actually.
In Israel, me too.
Really?
Where'd you go?
I was in
I'm wearing vintage. I'm wearing H-Stern earrings. A lot of bling, we love it.
and then you stay in that dress.
How do I stay in this dress? It's not that bad. No, it's not that bad at all. I got Stuart Weitzman shoes. And Leona Edmonston bag. Thank you very much.
No, will you please introduce yourself to our camera?
Hi, I'm Noah Tishby.
And can you tell us, who do you play in the film?
I play the community announcer, the evil girl that decides who gets to go to the island and who doesn't.
What do you think about the storyline?
I think the story is incredible. Actually, when I booked the part before I read the script, and when I actually read the script, I was shocked by how. I mean, obviously it's futuristic, but it makes sense on some level. It's one of those things that 20 years from now we'd be looking back going, oh shoot, that actually kind of predicted that. So I think it's an incredible script, and with Michael's eye and Ewan and Scarlett, it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's good.
What do you think of cloning?
Of cloning? I'm not quite sure, to be honest, because I think that coming from the past, if we think of cloning, we usually approach it in a very negative way. But it's something that's where technology is going, so we have to make sure that we harness it for positive things rather than not, because it's one of those things that can actually turn on humanity, not be that great. So we have to make sure we have to be very responsible as humanity right now when we're dealing with these things.
Would you want your own clone?
As long as it doesn't think. As long as it doesn't have awareness. If it doesn't, then it's fine. If it does, I don't want it.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
He's got nice costumes. No, he's an interesting. Well, he has actually. He's got nice shirts and ties and stuff like that. But it's just. I think the character's quite interesting in that he justifies his position by what he believes in. He gives life. He makes the quality of life better for certain people. He can give you life. He can give you organs and cure your diseases. But he can also take life with the other hand. So I think that's how he justifies his position, and that's why he has no moral dilemma and no scruples about what he does. He sees himself as a pioneer, advancing the world of science.
What would you do if you had your own clone?
I don't know. They said it's supposed to be bad luck, isn't it? If you ever see yourself cloning yourself. I think Mary Shelley in Frankenstein. I think there was a mention. It's called a doppelganger, and if you see your doppelganger, your double, it's supposed to mean imminent death. So I hope I don't see it.
Thank you very much.
Because that was Scarlett and Ewan were doing the big stuff. They were taking a lot of hits and running around and everything. They did a great job. But I was in a harness at the end, and I had the wire strapped around my neck, and Ewan was swinging together. If you know what I mean. And that was my sort of action piece. The rest of the time I'm sort of in the boardroom or I'm in my office and watching things on computers. I don't like human contact really. I'm not really keen on it.
What was going through your mind when you were in that harness?
Just trying to get in. We were both trying to get in position, so we could do the thing together. You kept swinging out when I was swinging the other way, and it was very. It was Matthew doing that. It was hard. It was unpleasant, but it was good fun. It was a good ending.
What do you think of Scarlett as an action-adventure person, star?
Well, I've heard she's great. I mean, I've not seen the film yet. I've only seen the sort of trailers, elongated trailers, but, I've heard she's great.
How was it working with her, like chasing after her? I know you have some scenes where you...
Well, I didn't do anything with her. I just had I didn't really meet many people. I met Ewan and I met John, and most of my scenes were with Deb, and that was great, but I'm told she does a great job, and she looks great.
Nice to see you. So, what do you like most about your character?
That he's got a heart in there, and he decides to help out his fellow man. This one being a clone, but a man nonetheless.
If you had your own clone, what would you do?
I would be very upset because I would not permit myself to have a clone, so it wouldn't make me very happy to have one.
Thank you very much. Have a great evening.
Hello, how are you?
How's your night going so far?
Good.
After that day, we can survive anything.
So tell me, from the producer's point of view, what was the biggest challenge for this film?
Getting it started and getting it finished. I mean, we decided to make the movie under very strict time deadlines. We only started about 14 months ago, which means every day was a little battle that you had to fight and win. And if you fell behind, you wouldn't be here right now. I think that was the toughest thing.
And do you think that there's going to be a controversy developed because of this film?
No, I hope not. I don't think it's certainly not meant to be controversial, but it is. I do think the movie asks interesting questions. I think that the science of it is far from anything real right now, but it relates, like any technology, as something that we have to be responsible for. We have to ask questions about. We have to make sure that it's not taking away from our essential humanity.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.
Thank you.
I do know, I haven't seen the movie, but there's a scene where they as harrowing as they might seem on screen, they're always done under really strict supervision.
Alex,
nice to meet you.
Bob.
Will you please just introduce yourselves to the camera, please?
Sure, I'm Alex Kurtzman. I'm Bob Orsi.
So, how did you guys come up with this idea?
We actually didn't come up with the original idea. The original idea was written by a writer named Caspian Treadwell Owen, and we were brought in after his first draft to come in and warm it up a little bit and make a science fiction movie accessible to a lot of people.
What were some of your goals?
They said that women don't like sci-fi, is what they told us actually, and our goal was to, because they say it's too distancing, it can be very cold, and if it's too, I don't know if it's true or not, but our goal was to make a sci-fi date movie. That was our goal, because it shouldn't be cold, it shouldn't be distancing, the future should be kind of interesting and cool, and so we wanted to make sure that it was something that everybody would like, not just, fans of really obscure science fiction stuff.
What were some of the challenges with dealing with cloning being such a large part of the story?
It's such a hot button issue that I think you have to be very careful in terms of what you put down on the page. I think the point of this movie is that we really don't take a position. We present both sides and we let the audience make their decision, and they will.
Are there any questions you'd like to bring up to the audience with this film?
What would they do? Would they pay for one of these things? This is potentially a product, these clones, that could give you, double your lifespan. Everyone says, no, I would never do that. I'm a good person, but I don't know. Would they look deep, and would you buy something like this? What would you do? What would you pay to live the next 70 years?
What would you guys do if you had a clone?
I have one. It's my writing partner, and it's been very successful so far.
It's really hard to answer that because it basically means having to kill another version of yourself in order to get a liver or whatever. I think that would be very hard for me to do.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your night.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Michael, how are you?
She's asking me like fucking 25 questions.
As the director.
Alright.
What was the toughest challenge for this film?
Making it. Just starting to make it, It's always the toughest challenge. It's like rolling the rock up the hill, It's the toughest challenge was trying to create the future, 15 years in the future.
And what kind of look were you going for with this film?
Well, I wanted it to be accessible to people. I mean, especially women. A lot of women get turned off to science fiction movies, so we set it not in the distant future, and we made things very like, oh, I understand, that's for today, I recognize that, I recognize this,
Thank you. Run a lot?
They trained in, first it starts out with them working out hard, okay, getting good physical shape, and then, there's just a lot of running and chasing, and the boxing was something that they worked on for about 3 weeks, different fight coordinators.
Can you tell me who they worked with?
I don't know. Well, my stunt coordinator, Kenny Bates, is right here. He's down the line somewhere.
And what do you think of Scarlett as an action-adventure star?
I think she's great. She's got a big career in front of her.
And do you keep in touch with Ben Affleck?
Well, you know what? I was the one responsible for the wedding, all right? They met on my set.
That is amazing.
I am responsible for the Ben and Jen wedding.
How has married life changed them?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to them yet.
How did they, are they very grateful to you? Did they say anything?
Oh, no. I'm joking, but it's true. That's where they met.
No, you are. This is where it all started. That's
So I'm taking credit.
Thank you. Thanks for the supper.
Don't know yet. I gotta promote this one. Okay.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. Can you tell me, if you had a clone, what would you do with it?
Well, first of all, I don't think I want a clone. And secondly, it just feels unethical to, in reference to our story. Just
Can you, in French, will you please tell me what you like best about your character?
It's a Prentice Knight original. He's very good. He's a young guy just coming up on the scene. Nobody knows.
J'aime beaucoup son approche avec son travail. J'aime beaucoup sa dédication et c'est un mec, c'est le genre de personnage qui n'aime pas, qui questionne pas son devoir.
Hello, Michael. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I saw you earlier today, right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Or yesterday, actually.
Yesterday.
Yes. So tell me, what do you like best about your character?
One character is really tough. One character is a football player, very aggressive, but then the other character is very wimpy. And I think that's the best of both worlds, and I think you have to have that when you're doing a character like that. Okay, I'm gonna get on down this line, because when Scarlett comes, ain't nobody gonna look at me. I'm getting on down there where people gonna know me, okay?
would.
Oh yeah, she's hot. Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah, isn't she?
Charlotte, what do you like about the story?
What do I like about the story? Well, it's just I think it's a fantastic. The script was really fantastic. I mean, it was. Not only was it action packed, but there was a beautiful love story, a really innocent love story. I think the love story is what I like most about it.
And what did you like about Jorda 2 Delta?
Her long blonde hair.
Scarlett, what scenes freaked you out or were hard to film with the stunts?
There's a scene when we drop from the sky into this room called the foundation room, where there's all these people kind of laid out on tables, and of course we'd be standing there and they'd go, cue the rain, and like this horrible cold hard rain would impale us. It was the whole day, fully clothed and sopping wet. Miserable.
Thank you. Michael Clark Duncan called you Scarjo. What's up with that?
Yeah, Scarjo, that's what I have all of my posse call me. I don't know, you probably just get it. What did he say?
He says because you kept getting hurt during filming.
I was in agony, you have no idea. It had a permanently blue knee. It was awful.
I wonder if anyone asked her about John Carter.
Talk this guy's British, right? Carolina Panthers. What are you talking
No.
We're neighbors. I know, right?